All right, Swordcraft.
With rain comes death.
I think I want to keep the Godwood staff, but it might be wrong. They have an aggressive start, we can get punished. But only getting into second staff is real bad for us.
Hurry up.
One of these days, our sword opponent's not going to open on this. It's going to be glorious. I think it's just this, since they opened on the 1-1.
Surprise. Oh dear.
I wasn't fast enough.
You can win a non-tournament game once per day to get a park chest, to get a Grand Prix ticket. Really? Like even a ranked game?
Godwood staff, awaken.
I didn't realize that. Neat. So really, it's 2 free tickets a day then, is the way it works out.
Not all is
I think I want to get my hand churning with Lily. Let's just say I have a second one in my hand. It gives me some board presence. Throws me an extra card. You go in unranked games too to get the free ticket. Okay, cool. It's genuinely so hilarious to me that people were so upset about the economy in this game. Because it's so much better than most of the games I've played in this space. The Shadowverse 1 economy must have been insane for people to be upset about this one. It had to have been like someone had described it as Runeterra adjacent, and I think I believe that must have been the case.
My oath is fulfilled.
So I don't think I want to brick a draw, which I'm going to here. So I'm going to go ahead and burn this heal rather than bricking a draw. Because I'm going to draw from Godwood Staff and then we'll draw from the turn. The OG Shadowverse is really, really generous, yeah. Every time I learn something new about the economy in this game, I'm like, man, that's so reasonable.
I need an adult. Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow?
So, and this is the part where I talk about the one part of the economy that people don't understand. One of the big complaints about the economy in this game is that you're not allowed to shoot yourself in the foot. In the original Shadowverse, they copied Hearthstone and let you destroy any copies of cards that you had. And in this game, you can't destroy copies of cards unless you have 3 or more. And the reason for that is really straightforward. No modern digital card games let you destroy down to 0 copies anymore. And even the Hearthstone devs are on record saying that was one of the biggest mistakes they made with their economy to start. And the reason why that's an incredible mistake is, what happens is players just shred their collections looking for a deck to find until they shred themselves down to not having any decks, and then they leave the game and never come back. So if you're someone that enjoys Shadowverse and you want Shadowverse to continue to exist and have a player base, you absolutely should not want them to allow you to destroy all of your cards at will. Because allowing players to destroy all of their cards at will down to 0 copies means people stop playing the game. And obviously, they did a number of things when they introduced the new version of this, but I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if needing to undo that decision was one of the primary driving factors in needing to re-release.
Be cleansed.
It's very difficult to get people who take breaks in live service games to come back after taking a break, And people who are on the verge of taking a break do silly things on impulse with their collection if they're given the option to. And then once you destroy everything looking for a deck, you'll never come back. Whereas, like, if you have all of the cards, you might come back at some point in the future still because, oh, well, I have all of the cards. Why wouldn't I come back and try and give it a chance?
Reason. To the shores of victory.
Pseudo Pally, thank you for the 59 months. That's such a long time. Welcome back. All right, there's a Roach. I don't have any zeros at the moment though. I have one zero, I guess. And I need to clean their board.
The world has to spin on its own axis.
The Karen's a good draw because he gives me another 0 for next turn.
Feel what you can't see or touch.
Stay strong.
So I'm gonna engage this on. Yeah, I'm gonna engage this on here, so that way I can kill 2 other things here to keep my life total high. Next turn's the Lambert turn. Albert turn, sorry.
Be cleansed.
And so next turn I have 13 energy, and I have 2 zeros. I have a Roach. I have a baby. They need an Amalia here, or the 5-drop that gives them a bunch of wards. Pseudo Pally, thank you for the almost 5 years. Speaking of people coming back, appreciate that. The magical number to be aware of is Owlbear hits for 12 once they have 9 energy with the Super Evo available. So trying to keep yourself out of the dead to 12 from Owlbear range is the magic point.
Fun's not over yet. Goes.
The hour of reckoning.
They have to kill my 6/3 here.
I failed you.
They could just have another Owlbear. So I have 13 total energy. And I need 8 for my baby plus my roaches. Meaning I have 5 extra energy. Meaning I have time to baby the Cairn.
Let's play a game. Tag. Same time to go. Let's play a game. Tag.
Not all is lost. Let the light anoint my blade.
I see.
Is this the end?
All right, good first game, huh? We're 1 over with the line that I took, and maybe we could have gotten an extra point or 2 in.
A lofty view.
Play 10 Grand Prix matches that we have. Sword presses 2 buttons for 12, Forest presses 20 for 20. It's a good way to put it, honestly. I'm gonna keep the Convocation and the Cairn, I think. Am I? I'm gonna keep the Cairn because it gives me a 0. The kind of way to think about what this deck is looking to do is you're looking for 3 things when you combo typically. You're looking for 0 energy cards, which this turns into. You're looking for 0 energy cards.
Take his blood.
You're looking for a Roach, and you're looking for a Munkle. Honestly, with this open, I think I want to Glade
What's today's?
rather than Godwood right away. If I didn't have Glade in my hand, I think I would prioritize... If I didn't have Glade in my hand, I think I would get Godwood Staffed out on turn 2 and churn cards that way. But I think with the Glade in my hand to generate cards in the mid game, I'm gonna wait to get Godwood going.
Change doesn't scare me anymore. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Tag, tag. Same time tomorrow. Oh, never forgive. Let's play a game.
So it puts me on to 6 cards. I'll drop to 7. Glade will draw me to 8. I'll evolve it, clean their board, and then I'm not overdrawing, which is nice. Every time I see you play this deck, it makes me want to build it. I'm the opposite. I really enjoy watching you play, but there's no way I'm playing it myself. That's a lot going on.
I'll be your mentor.
You name.
Alright, we'll see if they pass the Doom Right check or not next turn.
Lord dons his mask. I see. Fellowship.
See you tomorrow.
We'll get some chip shots in here, but chip shots aren't super valuable against the artifacts deck. I guess it makes them feel pressured to put the healing one into play at least, but the artifacts deck has a lot of room to heal. I think if you're looking for a deck that is, in my opinion, the perfect mix of power to difficulty to play, the Puppets deck is my #1 recommendation. That's actually the deck I've enjoyed playing the second most. It's behind this one is the one I have the most games with because it's just like, it's a good brain break. All right, there's the Doom Right check. Passed.
Trajectory.
Is this game good? This game is one of the best traditional card games I've played in a very long time.
I failed you.
I think it is quite excellent.
You're in the splash zone, pal. Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you.
Let's evolve here, kill this.
Don't look away.
Where there's light, there's joy.
Impressive.
Oh, I'm gonna brick a draw if they kill the fairy of the good pond, which is sad. Oh wait, I'm not. No, we're good. If they kill this, I go up to. I was thinking I had Godwood Staff in play, but I don't. So this is fine. If you're looking for some suggestions and some deck ideas and stuff, I've got a dedicated Shadowverse Worlds Beyond YouTube channel you can check out. Does Super Evoing trigger normal evolve effects? It does, yeah. So in a pinch, you could use a Super Evo to trigger Glade or Lily. What's Forest's worst matchup? I genuinely don't think there's a single matchup where I load in and I'm like, well, can't win. Queued into XYZ, just dead here.
This might hurt.
I think you're competitive everywhere.
Fun's not over yet. Let's play a game.
So it's this,
Adult.
and to hit this,
Same time tomorrow.
into... Oh, this is gonna brook and draw though. I think that's fine. 'Cause I don't want to burn a super evolution this turn. I don't think. I don't want to burn a super evolution. I don't want to spend my 0. One of those. It feels kind of awkward, but I think it's right to brick my draw here because I have a Roach, I have a 0, I have a Godwood Staff. That's the feeling I hate the most about it. Yeah, matchup polarization is no bueno. And I'm sure this game will have some matchup polarization at some point, but as of right now in the early bits, I really don't feel like I have a lot of polarized matchups, which is great. Okay, and then next turn is their Orcus turn. Is the scary one. You have 8 with the Super Evo. So my next turn is like get Godwood Staff and play the Karen here. There's no way they're Super Evoing, right? I need to get the Godwood Staff into play because it's my second Roach so long as it's sitting on the board. Burning a Godwood Staff here doesn't matter. I'm gonna do this, into this. Oh, I'm missing a Bunkle. Can I kill them without a Bunkle? I don't know if I can kill them without a Bunkle. Don't think I want to burn a Super Evo here. I think I'm gonna use this to push the damage though.
Please hit.
I'm not bouncing that again.
Be cleansed.
Give me a baby! Give me a baby! I'm dead Orcus into Orcus here. So if they have the first Orcus, I have to spin for lethal next turn, regardless of if I think I have it. I only have 9 energy next turn. Nine energy. Oh, I'd have to kill through their ward thing though too. Is challenging. I guess Lily could let me do it. Right, if I have 9 energy next turn, I do 1, 2, 3, and then this is 4, and then her trigger plus this kills the ward, and then this is 5 into 6 into 3. I only have 14 points of damage in my hand. Incredibly heads up play from the opponent here. Electing to put down a bunch of ward units. I'm definitely drawing 2 cards. It's just a question of am I drawing 2 with the Glade or not. Or would I rather use the Olivia? I think it's the Glade, right? Because the Glade lets me kill these and then kill this. And then I can Lily to finish another one.
Forest Guard dons his mask. The world is full of splendor. Feel what you can't see or touch.
regrets.
This is a breeze.
Let Lily's magic guide you. Tag.
Can they kill me from 12?
Be cleansed.
That's not the uncle I wanted for Christmas.
Trajectory. Calculate.
Oh yeah, it's an evolve plus a beta.
This is new.
I needed to heal. I needed to heal for one. I needed to heal for one. Opponent played that really well. I wish I could rabbit my next card. If we healed for one there, they don't push lethal.
I long for sights unseen.
Those ephemeral dreams.
Yeah, seems great.
Bind them together.
I really dislike one of my gaming pet peeves is when people describe plays that are just wrong as being greedy. My last play wasn't greedy. It was just wrong because we're dead to the beta. Being greedy is like taking a line that's pretty unlikely to work for the sake of getting a bigger payoff later.
What's today's happy little surprise?
It's like hoping they missed on their example of greedy play is like, I'm gonna hope they don't have Owlbear in their top 13 cards so that way I can kill them the following turn.
I would give anything.
Water under the bridge.
Dogwood staff.
I couldn't have healed to 15, so that wasn't a play. Which, one of the reasons why I didn't heal in that last game was because we were dead to Orcus either way, and I wasn't thinking about the beta.
I will be your mentor.
Yes, a greedy play involves playing to an element of luck, whereas that last game was just me making a play that was deterministically dead.
Let's play a game.
Like, nothing greedy about it, it was just a bad play.
Let Lily's
Calling plays like what I did in that last game greedy is what bad players tell themselves to cope the fact that they were trash.
be cleansed.
I made an objectively bad play and died because I made a bad play. You should call the spade a spade.
Same time tomorrow.
Oh, this glade does not generate a ton of value. Like, I just want to get my cards churning, I think.
Forest guard dons his mask. I see. Fellowship, take my life.
All right, so we've assembled 2/3 of what we're looking for. I've got a Roach, I've got a baby. We're looking for a couple of zeros. We need a Cairn or we need a Bale to get ticking down.
Is that a jingling purse I hear?
What if I told you it wasn't?
I'll always look forward.
My star is the star of paradise.
So Glade cleans the board here again, but I brick a draw.
Journey's over, Phil. Don't look away.
Still no Bales in hand.
Some business.
And at this point, we're gonna be getting to a point where the Bales are gonna come too late. I just need to have a Cairn.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Let's do this together.
Evo one that attack the other one.
Why seek to carve
failed
a
you.
paradise?
Same time tomorrow.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Let's play a game. Let Lily's magic guide you. Tag.
It is what it is.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
So So this will draw us up to 7. They kill this, we go to 8. We're not breaking a draw.
Be cleansed.
And still no copies of Bale anywhere. You know what? I think with 2 bug alerts, I messed up here. With 2 bug alerts in my hand, I'm supposed to bug, I think I'm supposed to bug the Fairy Tamer back. Or the Lily. The Lily's honestly a removal spell. It might be right to pick her back up. I could have picked her up and kept the fairy alive. Would have been a line. We top decked Aaron, so like I have another piece of removal here. But I think I should have bugged one of these and kept the other fairy in play.
Fun's not over yet.
Oh, that's funny. It hit one of the 1/1s at random and then she didn't die. We spending 2 puppets to kill my 1/2.
I should have practiced more. Let's play a game.
And now I am bricking a draw, but I've assembled the last kind of missing piece to the puzzle, which was the 0 cost, so it's fine that we're bricking a draw at this point. Kitty Bus, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. We're firmly into Orcus territory now.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
They need to murder my bunkle. Letting me start the turn with this be a very big mistake. If the baby bunkle can restore 3 points, I shudder to think what an adult can do. It's true.
Ding dong.
Ward Dork is annoying.
It's okay to feel sad.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
Same time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow?
For you, dear, I would give anything.
What do we think of Aaron? Kill one, Super Evo, kill the other, and then we play a 0, and then we play the Lambert. I think I'm kind of into that, and then it sets up for a really big turn next turn.
We walk in the light of the
Heals me a bunch as well.
Not the end.
The world is full of splendor.
I only have
There is no. You shall not pass.
I only have 1 0, but I have 13 total energy, meaning I have 5 plus roaches and babies.
Remain calm.
So I can play
It'll be over soon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You live.
So 6 before. So I have 1, and then 5
Soon.
is 6, and 7. So the first one of these is 8, and the second one is 9, which is 17, 18, 19. Okay, yeah, they're dead.
Let's play a game. Tag. Same time tomorrow. Let's play a game. Tag.
The screaming has stopped.
I just need to make sure I don't spend too much energy. I need to bounce something with baby though, right? So I need to bounce one of these, and then I replay it, and then I do this, 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 and then I go engage, engage, hit your face, evolve.
See.
hit you, engage, pick up you, play you. All right, we had one extra there.
I'm still incomplete.
Thanks for the quarter of a year, Kitty Bus. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
A lofty view.
Just keep counting, counting, counting. Easy turn. Had 3 seconds left. That's true, you know. Very, very, very true.
Sights unseen. What will you show me?
A forest mirror. All right. Well, I definitely want Bale and Godwood in the opener. They're going second, which is advantage them. This forest my favorite deck by a lot. Opponent's got the Gunnar sleeves on their deck.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Let Lily's magic guide you.
Oh dear.
I like to punch you in the face, so I'd like to play a staff.
Awaken.
So I've got Bale ticking down. I've got Godwood staff to draw some cards.
Today's happy little
Having going second is advantage them, but our draw is good right now. Forest is just math homework in disguise. Don't fall for the propaganda. Yep,
We're under the bridge.
that's true, you know. That's true, you know. Okay, there's a baby bunkle.
Let's play a game.
Lily turns that one off. He's clear here.
I should be cleansed.
We drop to 7. Glade draws us up to 8 and kills whatever they play.
Forest guard dons
Yo,
his
dog,
mask.
I heard you like Glade, so we're gonna Glade your Glade. And the opponent's hand size management is off here. So they did not play a fairy they could have played last turn. And because they didn't play the fairy, now they're gonna brick their draw next turn because of their Glade.
I see.
You really have to be counting your hand 2 turns in advance of this deck to brick as few draws as possible. You're still gonna brick them sometimes, but this brick for my opponent here was avoidable.
Forest guard dons his mask. Don't look away. Fellowship, I failed you.
Without a Roach in hand, I really don't want to brick a draw. I might have to. I have to brick a draw or burn an Evo to kill this. Not super excited about either
We're
prospect.
in the splash zone, pals.
What's today's happy little surprise?
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
Don't look away.
You're funny. Tag. Same time tomorrow?
I'm gonna pick this back up to my hand because otherwise, if they kill it, I brick a draw.
Be cleansed.
So I'm drawing from the staff, and then I draw for the turn. Meaning, if they add a fairy to my hand in the middle, I miss a draw step.
Let's play a game.
No staff in play for my opponent is a point in favor of us in terms of the draw quality because it means they don't have a virtual Roach sitting in play.
Same time tomorrow?
So we don't have a Roach yet, but from the perspective of what's going on the board, we're in an okay spot here. I'm looking for Bales, Cairns, and Roaches. Obviously, Roach is the most important, but setting up other zeros has a lot of value here as well. My next turn is probably like Fairy into Tamer, play some fairies, play a baby. Obviously have to kill my opponent's
What's
purple.
today's happy little surprise?
Can't let them start with that one play. Actually, am I bouncing this again? So otherwise I risk the brick draw when they kill it, right? Without a Roach, I just can't afford a brick draw.
Be cleansed.
We're both at full life here, but I really can't emphasize enough that that really doesn't matter. Another Bale is interesting. Do I just Aaron back? I might just Aaron back. I kind of want to get cards churning, though. It could be right to Olivia. I could go Fairy into this. There's a lot of value in saving my super evolves, though.
We walk in the light of the crystal.
We're in the splash zone, pal.
Once they get a staff into play, I'm gonna need to start taking more risks to get to Roach faster, because the staff means I'm very close to dead if the rest of their hand is reasonable. But without a staff, it's harder for them to kill me. They could have 2 Roaches and 16 cards.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Okay, and then I did an Olivia last turn, meaning I get to Olivia into their Olivia while they're Oliviaing into the rest of my board, which is great.
Let Lily's magic guide you.
Were they not gonna Olivia? I could deal with my ward without it.
The world
There,
is
okay.
full of splendor.
Even fate shall
This
fall
lets
to
them
this
kill
flame.
my entire board, yeah? Because they go this into here.
The crystal.
Still kills my entire board.
Put her under the bridge.
Fun's not over yet. Let's play a game.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How does one adult?
The world is full of splendor.
Even fate follow my lead. This is
Please
not
hit.
the end.
I should have practiced more.
I'm gonna brick a draw here is the problem. I'm playing another Fairy out just so this gets cheaper, but...
Be cleansed.
Oh, 3 Roaches and 19 cards. You're an Arya? You do not. Arya is not particularly good. If you're looking for this deck list, this is a deck list I've highlighted a couple of times on my YouTube channel. Hooglandia Shadowverse 1, check that out. The long pause here could be them counting if they can kill us. If they have 2 Roaches, if they have 2 Roaches in hand, we could die from here. And they're 19 cards into their deck, so like there's a reasonable shot they have 2 Roaches. 2 Roaches. 2 Roaches, a Bunkle. 2 Roaches and a Bunkle walk into a bar and hit us from full here. Ooh, they have to burn the Super Evo though, and once they burn the Super Evo, they no longer have Bunkle energy, which is real good for the home team.
See. Feel what you can't see or touch.
Not the end.
No more Bunkle energy for you.
How does one adult?
If they have enough zeros and Roaches, it won't matter, but,
Let's play a game.
you know, all things considered, considering I haven't drawn a Roach yet, I'm happy with how this is playing out.
Same time tomorrow?
We walk in the light of the crystal.
Failed you.
Let's play a game. Tag. I need an adult.
I'm burning the 0 cost for no values, that way I don't brick a draw. We need a Roach.
Be cleansed.
In theory, could still die here. Hey, what's going on, Roy? Roy, you said you played Magic at one point, right? So this deck's basically a Storm deck for Magic. We have a unit that can attack my opponent's face the turn it comes into play, and it gets 1 extra attack for every card I play before it. So you're kind of, and we're playing a mirror match. So we're kind of, opponent and I are kind of just like jockeying, setting up, but I'm missing my combo card. I'm 23 cards into my deck without it.
Let the light anoint my blade.
This amount of flailing for my opponent is really good for me. Means they are not murdering me this turn. If I draw a Roach, we have 13 energy. That's not a Roach. I think I'm actually playing a Veil as well to kill their thing here.
Let the light anoint my blade. Was my failure written in the stars?
And it's probably Bunkle, pick this up. And then we play this, and then we go Fairy, hit your thing, Fairy, hit your thing, and then we play a Godwood Staff, and we draw 3 cards here, and we hope we're still not dead, and that we find a Roach. This morning's runs have been the highest variance Forestcraft games I've ever played. I've played this deck a lot. Is it possible it's funny without the Carbuncle Evo? If you have enough zeros, absolutely. But they need 2 Roaches because they don't have a Godwood Staff in place. See, the Godwood Staff is basically an extra virtual Roach. It's not possible it's 20 without the Carbuncle. If they have enough zero, I haven't been counting how many Deepwood bounties they have in their hand. They have, if like 3 of these are Deepwood bounties, they can maybe get us. That is not the start of someone who's killing us. Not at all. So the Godwood Staff actually doesn't make a difference if you have 2 Roaches. The Godwood Staff is just interchangeable with the second copy of Roach. It's the thing to be aware of. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play a baby. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play a fairy. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna super evolve this. I can't spend any energy on non-roach cards from here. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm at 8, so I don't need to be fancy from here because we're already at 8. So I can do this. I'd like the record to reflect I could do significantly more damage here if I wanted to click more, but this is plenty lethal.
This is new.
All right, successfully managed to not have sideboarded out the Roach Rhinos.
A lofty view.
Okay, let's tap an ad break and see if we can get this last win to 4-1 this run here. Thanks everybody for hanging out this morning. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the Forestcraft gameplay, it's my favorite deck. Smash the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps the content reach some more people. I've been having a ton of fun playing Shadowverse, and I love to have it in my regular rotation. Tapping that like button, leaving comments on videos and things is a great way for you to do that at no cost to yourself. Plot twist, the opponent was also digging for their first Roach. Very possible. Or the opponent could have been digging for their second Roach, to be fair. Without a staff in play, they needed 2 Roaches. I'd love to hear your thoughts on double Aaron. This archetype is 38 cards and 2 flex slots. Aaron really helps you lean into the fact that this deck is a combo control deck. The big thing Aaron allows you to do is answer opposing cards without spending an evolution, while also helping you stabilize the board. This card's really good against Swordcraft in particular, because against Swordcraft, it's important that your life total stays above 12, so that way you don't die to Owlbear plus a super evolve. And Aaron kills their big thing, leaves a ward body behind, and then heals you up past an important breakpoint quite frequently. Berserker, thank you for the over 2 years of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Freddy Babes, you been rocking some Shadowverse too? Thanks for the raid. Hope your stream was good. This game's been great. The client is awesome. Having tournaments fully in the client is sick. I feel like the APM needed for this deck is too much for my brain plus potato phone. So, the weekend tournaments, I don't stream on the weekend, so I play them off stream. I definitely went 3-1 with this deck in the weekend tournament, playing on my phone while walking around the campground this weekend. And, the round that I lost, I had a, game-winning Roach attack that I didn't get to make because I ran out of time. Definitely a real struggle sometimes. All right, Runecraft, I'm going first. I would like your finest Godwood staff, please, plus a Pond Fairy. You're basically never keeping a Bunkle in the opener. Tamer into staff sounds lovely. I would love a Pond Fairy on one. Mage Journey Elf's a nice pickup, because it means I can go Fairy Tamer into staff, into a bunch of things on the next turn.
What's today's happy little surprise?
The 2/2 on one's a little annoying, because the way you lose this matchup is them beating you down. You usually don't lose to them doing big combo stuff, so. The games I lose to Runecraft most frequently involve them having a bunch of roommates into a bunch of 8/6s. That's what we're ideally looking to avoid.
What's today's happy little surprise? Let's play a game.
They actually spent their bonus point already here, so they can't enemy next turn, which is nice. We have a decent start here with the staff, but I'm missing zeros. We're really looking for a Bale or a Cairn here, and then eventually a Bunkle, but we don't need a Bunkle for a little while.
May wings be at your back. I need an adult. Oh dear.
It's really tempting in a spot like this to use an evolution to push damage. However, it's really important to understand we are not an aggro deck in this matchup. We are a control deck that's looking to do a big flourish finish.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game.
I really want to draw here, so I think I'm going to Bug Alert. I'm just debating what I want to Bug Alert. I think with the other Fairy Tamer in hand, I honestly just cycle the Fairy.
Let's play a game. Be cleansed.
And I played the Fairy back out because it makes the Glade
Ready, Graham?
better the next turn, so I don't overdraw. Because now, for example, this is the difference between planning out your turns or not in this game, is because I played the Fairy, next turn I'm drawing up to an 8th card, and then Glade is drawing me to a 9th card, and then I'm playing a Fairy out, not bricking my draw. It's just like the entire difference on bricking a draw here is because I had the foresight to play the Fairy on the previous turn.
Forest guard dons his mask.
And without that,
I see.
we wouldn't have it.
Fellowship.
So that clears that. Fairy clears the 1. This clears the 2.
failed you.
More tamers there is better than another fairy, no? I mean, the easy answer to your question is no. I don't think it's better. That's why I didn't bounce it. But by and large, a big part of my decision not to bounce the fairy tamer there is two things. One, I already have a fairy tamer in my hand. Two, my hand is really full. So one of the resources you have to manage very carefully in this archetype is your hand size. And if you don't manage it appropriately, you're going to brick off draws and not get to your combo pieces because you bricked off draws.
You're done.
This evolve from our opponent is very, very smart. They understand that they're the beatdown here.
We're in the splash zone, pal.
What's today's happy little
Very,
surprise?
very heads up play from them.
Let Lily's magic guide
That
you.
being said, I think we're gonna clean them out here still, right? Let's go. Not that quite yet. Let's go this into hit you, into Mage Journey Elf, hit you, and these turns here really show what I'm talking about when I say we're a combo control deck here. We're not an aggro deck. Do you see how, as I'm building up to my combo, we're just clearing their board every turn? That's what you need to be doing in this deck. You're not trying to hyper aggro them out.
The edge of what's
You're
left.
trying to make sure you don't get aggroed out by them while setting up, while keeping their board clean.
Flash of my flame.
If they have running Kuan here, we might be cooked.
I should have practiced more. I need an adult. Fun's not over yet.
I'm breaking a draw, which is unfortunate. We're not dead to another Kuan, right? Is there another matchup where you're the beatdown? There is not currently in the game.
Fly forth into
I think you're the control deck 100% of the time. Currently. That could change at some point in the future, but currently you are the control deck. You're a control deck until you're a combo deck.
The world is
Okay,
full
so
of
we do
splendor.
this,
even fate shall fall.
and then
to
we
this
go kill you,
follow my
kill you, and then it's fairy, bug alert the fairy, kill this. And I am gonna brick a draw here, which is unfortunate because I'm still missing a bunkle.
Be cleansed.
All right, cool. Once we draw the bunkle, bricking a draw becomes a lot less relevant because the last piece of the puzzle we've been missing is the bunkle. Because I have things that are working towards being zeros. Oh my goodness, healing for 4 there is not the play of someone who's in a good spot. Oh, never mind. They have a decline. Ooh, okay. If they have Anna in the decline into Kuan, we're still playing the game here. Everybody pucker. Trying to fade a Kuan here. We're not just dead to the Kuan, but the game gets significantly harder. Alright, no Kuan. And no Kuan here means they need to super evolve this Anna to not be dead. I'd super evolve something, sorry. Not necessarily the Anna.
This is not the end.
Oh, that one would have been nice.
Let's play a game. Tag.
Let the light anoint my blade.
So I can baby, and that takes me to 4. I don't quite have enough for lethal here, but I might have enough to set up 2-turn lethal.
I see.
I don't think I have enough for lethal. This is 6.
Let's play a game.
This is 7. This is 8, 9, and then 2 more. Okay.
For my people.
This is a weird one. I had to spend a bunch of resources here because I had to spend a bunch of resources here because I was gonna be dead otherwise. Which is obviously not ideal, but it sets us up to kill them this turn, right?
You won't believe your magic vision.
Fun, weird game for our 4-1 this
Let the
afternoon.
light anoint my blade.
Let's play again. Tag.
That was one where we were able to do that big burst that wasn't quite lethal because I had the follow-up Roach on this next turn, right? Just got to a point where we controlled the board while also pushing damage there. Yeah, that was fun. So this is my favorite deck by a lot. This deck for this expansion is pretty set. 38 of these cards are cards you should be playing. If you are not playing the non-Aaron cards in this deck, you're probably built wrong. And these last 2 slots you could flex in a bunch of different directions. But I really like Aaron for the Sword and Abyss aggro matchups where they're pressuring you. This deck rarely wins the game before turn 8 or 9. And Aaron on turn 7 or 8 is often just a time walk. It's I'm gonna kill your biggest thing, I'm gonna heal myself a little bit, I'm gonna put this ward thing into play. That means you can't kill me this turn. And then the next turn is 8 or 9, and then at that point you usually have enough to kill them. That's your earliest combo turns are usually 8 or 9. So this card just being okay, I'm gonna get an extra turn here is a huge deal in a deck that's just like trying to bridge that gap to 8 and 9.